since we're here, we're going to show you how to come into X Factor and then do some acrobatic versions. So since I just talked you through it, I'm actually going to face you to begin. Push the swing down nice and low. Sitting in the swing, getting the leg loops on. So this would not qualify as the Therapeutix practice, but I do want to show you how to get into girdle because it is amazing. So for those that are advanced and want to do the X Factor Therapeutix version, we're going to show you how to come into the flip. And so this is what we would have done yesterday, but we were saving it for today, so we might as well just show you how it goes. I'm going to go right into the swing behind the hips, and then wrapping my legs around for love bug, okay? And then I'm going to pull legs straight, arch, and open, and then from there, I'm going to come into a big sit-up. When I sit up, I remember this from yesterday. When I sit up, I'm going to bring the leg loops down around my waist. Okay? So holding on to the swing to do the big sit-up, just at the ankles. We give our trainee a moment to catch up. And then get the leg loops around the waist. Yeah, so let them slide off the shoulders down to the waist. Awesome. So then we have our breaks. Our breaks are our leg loops that are crossed in front of us, and we're going to lower down with control and come into girdle. Okay, now once we're in girdle, I call it girdle because you have this amazing double wrap across, so this would really be therapeutic for the lower back. But we're going to notice that we can do all of our leg stretches that we learned, 5 through 8 here. And it's a deep tractioning for the lumbar and hips. It's pretty amazing. So let's go ahead and just try a couple. We're going to reach up and grab for our toes. Awesome. Bend the knees. Bring the feet together. Ooh la la. Below inner thighs. And then we're going to do our bow and arrow. So go ahead and straighten the right leg. The left knee bent. And then we'll switch sides. Beautiful. Then we're going to bring both legs back behind us for a bow. And this is an amazing tractioning on the hip flexors. And then I'm going to hold on to the feet and then arch and open. So this version of bow, can you feel that in the hip flexors? How it's pulling down? So amazing. Now this is how we come out. We're going to land it in our Chillaxin pose. We're going to release our feet, but keep them bent. I'm going to reach for my legs, right? So the part of the leg loop that's on the outer leg, I'm going to hold on to that, and I'm going to thread my foot through the inside of that one. Yeah, right through that spot, right there. And then you're going to come to sit. When you come to sit, yeah, you're going to let the swing slide up your back. That's it. It might keep your clothes. Just part of the deal. And then let the leg loop slide down to the knees. Yes. Now we're in our Chillaxin sequence, which we can use for both the upper and lower body, both the thoracic spine and the hips. And we're going to notice that all the energy pulls towards center, right? It feels totally different. We're using totally different muscles, just has a totally different feel. And we're going to get a sense of how it feels to go through our chill flow, for example. We're going to inhale, tee the arms. Exhale, wrap around and squeeze for child's, and just notice how this really spreads the sacrum and opens up the lower back. And then we're going to blossom for star. So remember, in star, we keep our chin neutral and we press the back of the head into that invisible wall. And then we're going to come into Namaste, hands to prayer. Oh, big stretch on the forearms to hold on. So our hands stay right at our sternum. That's beautiful. And holding on to the swing coming down into ladle. So in ladle, you really get that squeeze since everything is pulling towards the center line. And then we come into our bow here. So bow can be used both for the belly and the quads and the hip flexors, but it also is for opening up the heart and the upper back. And we can really learn how to relax the head and neck here to get the maximum openness in the chest. All right, release the feet. Reach up and grab for Just lift the head. And we're going to do one more transition to the leg loops down to the ankles. All right, and the same thing, we'll notice that we're kind of spring-loaded here, that when we pull away, that we're pulling the energy back towards the center line. Just feels really different. So we can play with the version of bow and arrow again, which is really nice, bending one knee into the floating pigeon. Pulling and pushing in the space is always really helpful for opening up the body. And then both feet together, knees open wide. Swing Bada Bada. If we wanted to come into our flying monkey, we're going to reach up for, I like to reach all the way around for the leg loop. Yes. Push the feet together, lift the hips, lean back. Oh, this is one of my favorite poses for the neck and shoulders. Just amazing how much it opens up that front line of the neck that is so challenging. Maybe even tilt slightly from side to side if it feels safe. And notice the difference. I squeeze the bottom tips of the shoulder blades together. That is our cue for all the upper thoracic poses to get the therapeutic. And go nice and slow. That was beautiful. Okay, we're going to open it up. Just play a little bit with our wow pose. This is when we get into our inverted W. I first need to push the leg loops to the arches of the feet. Super important. If you forget that, it'll slide up. It's not a big deal. But now we have more leverage, and we're going to reach around, holding on to the leg loop that's closest to us. We're going to lift the hips, arch and lean back, and pull on the leg loops and come straight up and down. So even here, if we roll the neck around, head pointing down towards the ground, it's an incredible release for the cervical spine. Bonus spin action. Come on down to sit. Counterbalance with a forward fold, squeezing the legs together. And then one at a time, we're just going to release into our sumo. We'll notice that our X is in front of us there. And we're going to give it a break. Okay, so that was the full X Factor sequence going from the acrobatic into our girdle, transitioning from there into our Chillaxin sequence, and then a little bit of the floating Buddha. With all the energy pulling towards the center line, it adds a completely different sensation and feel for the therapeutics of the spine. Okay, we're going to be right back with another new sequence called Full Body Hang, and we're going to focus on the upper body.